Good timing, oh yes. Great timing. You lucky devil. This is worth 18 submarines. Come on, Mama, let the good times roll.
I am the Dutch, though. Don't hurt my feelings. I don't know why I picked Dutch. It just kind of happened.
So we can all hear you clogging down the street.
They are fashion. They are.
She did not buy clogs.
They are wooden dance go-go's.
There's a video of Shaggy 2 Dope.
What?
The last thing that Shaggy 2 Dope made the news for.
Is Shaggy 2 Dope a person?
Yeah, who
You
is
don't know
this?
Shaggy 2 Dope?
Yeah, from
No.
ICP, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's dead now.
You're not down to clown? He's not dead.
I don't really
dead.
know Insane Clown Posse other than the story about the furry. What?
Magnets, how the fuck do they work? You don't know that?
I kind of do,
Science,
actually.
bitch.
Yeah.
North and South Pole. Whatever. Positive and negative, they just kind of come together, man.
No, they had a song where they
I
were
know
like
they did. I'm
magnets.
just...
How
How the fuck do they work?
Like Shaggy 2 Dope was making a dumb video on the internet, and he just found, like, I think his daughter or somebody that he was with found wooden clogs in a store. So he's like, I have to fucking have these. So he bought them, and then he's just wearing them and trying to run around on a fucking playground with them, and he nearly broke. It's a disgusting video because he basically tries to like walk down the slide wearing wooden clogs.
Oh my god.
Falls. His arm goes like backwards and looks like in the middle. Like it's bad. And then somehow it turns out he didn't break his arm. I guess he just dislocated his like elbow or something. And he's like, I was able to go back right on tour. I thought I was gonna have to get a cast and everything else. They threw my ass in a sling and I was good to go.
I see like him tumbling down and landing in the Family Guy like on the ground.
Pretty much exactly what happened.
Was he left there unconscious for the entire day?
No, they immediately were on him, but his arm, like he like starts lifting up his arm and like you just see like it looks like mid forearm just hanging.
You know, sure, why not? Lemon goes to the park in his clogs to walk down.
It's an old Dutch tradition.
Lemon goes home. I really don't have an idea. He probably took the bus or he walked. I actually don't know how far he lives or not.
He understands some form of public transit enough to get home.
Yes. I really don't have a concept of where he lives other than in the shipping bin.
How does Lemon feel about what has transpired?
To be honest, he's like really high on Smash.
Yeah.
I
kind of figured that's what was influencing most of his decisions.
I mean, he doesn't even figure that much. It's like things happened. He was on adrenaline trying to get away. He got pushed out. He got kicked. He barely noticed it. He just kind of looked up after being kicked, and then he just gets up, and then he's like, the next decision in his brain is to go home. So
on to the next adventure.
Well, when you get cancer and COVID, you gotta go home.
So he knows enough that he's been drinking Smash, and he knows how to kind of prepare for it.
Right.
So shower beer.
Gonna go home, prep for the hangover with a shower beer.
Like apparently when you drink Smash, you get very suicidal. So he's like just kind of prepared for that one.
Yeah, so be ready for that.
He's got to prep his mind. He's just got to get himself mentally prepped for the suicide
That's why
thoughts.
That's why he honestly, when he was wanting Smash, when Nux wanted Smash, he's like, I don't think you want this because he knows what Smash does.
I think you offered it to me. I don't remember.
I offered you to hold it. I didn't offer you to drink it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened was
I think you just handed it to him, and he was like, "Oh God, what are the wrestlers' drinks?" It's like,
yeah, because
maybe you shouldn't have done that, but
I'll
well,
have to listen to the recording when it comes out.
you guys
So
showed
hold
up.
my beer. Hold my beer, bitch.
Lemon said he was doing Smash. He asked if you wanted to do Smash, and you said no. I don't want to do drugs because of all the side effects and the bad things. And then 2 seconds later, Lemon said, let me get you guys some drinks. Here, hold this. Handed it to you. And you immediately went, so I drank it. Because apparently, Dusty, your character in Cyberpunk is the same as you in real life, where you're like, well, I have all these reasons not to eat people, but if you guys are cooking it, I mean, I'll have some. It's right here.
All of his inhibitions just go out the window in 5 seconds.
Yeah. By the way,
Lemon will not pressure. He will offer drugs. He will not pressure people to do drugs.
Well, we'll have to listen when it comes out and see what happens.
It could just be confusing context to somebody holding a drink. He just wanted somebody to hold it, and he could just drink it. But yeah, he's got to go home and prepare to be suicidal for a little bit on the hangover.
So where does the where do we follow the driver to in Night City?
so you guys follow him around a little bit. He goes through some dips and dives around various places.
This guy's got some maneuvers.
Couple drive-ins.
I don't know if he was given that instruction like, hey, I want you to find me the bounciest road there is.
Yeah, because I'm just going to start soaking, and if the road is bouncy, that's all I got.
Just gonna go for a little soak.
So ridiculous.
But he drives around a little bit. Not for super long. It's not like he takes like 3 times the. By the time he gets to the destination, it's not like he took like an extra hour or something. But it was a little extra, a little bit of like coming and going down certain streets. And he does eventually end up at an apartment building and dropping them off. Or at least you assume he's dropping them off. He pulls into the parking garage structure there.
Okay.
Which building is this and what area of Night City?
I'm gonna have to try a sex.
I
on the
would
beach.
ask that, wouldn't I?
Yeah, my car's agent might have a nav system if you want to, like...
Sex on the Beach has cranberry, orange, and
Oh, it's
peach.
just, taking
I like
notes
everything
that
but the
way I
orange.
can
I'm not really
reference
a
that
big
from
fan
there.
of orange
Yeah,
in my
so,
drink.
I'm saying, we should maybe have a good idea.
Cranberry,
Like,
orange, and
exactly where
peach.
we are.
I love peach alcoholic drinks. Cranberry's okay. It's a good balancer. Like cranberry vodka, you can never go wrong with that.
True.
Very cheap, very easy.
Yes.
But I've never been crazy about orange in my drinks. I tried orange margarita once. I wanted to vomit.
It's a small apartment building in Little Europe.
Little Europe?
That's actually a place.
Yeah.
Are there countries in this world?
Yes.
Yeah. Night City is just one big city.
That's
In
what I'm just
America.
wondering. And I was just, is Little Europe like Europeans' version of Chinatown or something?
There's
I
a
would
little
assume
Europe.
something
There's
like
a
it.
little Chinatown. There's an old Japan town.
Can you list off a few more? I'm just getting curious how deep this goes.
Oh, like the different
Insert
districts of
Yeah.
the of the.
Probably.
I'm just like, is there a
Reason.
little Indian town, a little Irish town, a little what's
No.
going on down there?
No.
Oh, there's a little Irish.
No
town.
Irish.
Little Alabama.
Let's see. If you want, there's just the general districts. There's Morro Rock. Just
Is it a
out
big
to
rock?
sea. NorCal Military Base, the Watson Development, New Westbrook, the Executive Zone, Haywood Industries, Haywood in general.
Are these like companies within the
No,
city or
these
something?
are your districts.
These are just zones.
Districts. They just
So
kinda,
some of the like
they just
I
kind of
guess some of
sound
them-
like businesses.
Well, I'm
like
assuming
the-
like some of the central ones are probably like entire districts are owned by the corporations, probably.
Yeah, they sound like the same
I
names.
thought,
that,
like-
if you open up the video game map.
Doesn't only like one mega corporation own the city or something?
No,
like that? No.
The city has many corporations and a couple of
Free
megacorps.
market.
There's like
So,
3 megacorps.
What about my character's brother? How does that work in that aspect if there's 3? So there's 3 megacorps and he owns like one of them?
He's a high-level executive in one of them.
Okay. I thought it was like one of them owns the city, but I guess they kind of quote
No,
share.
there's always a power struggle in Night City.
Okay.
Your brother's a
They're
high
buying
powered
shares from
executive,
certain districts,
and you're
changing the
drinking a shower
borders, but
beer.
then changing. But then
Don't remind him. He'll have a meltdown. I'm sorry. What were you saying, Steve?
oh, nothing. Just the idea of like they do like probably have ways of like economic warfare where like hey they're even like buying certain areas of the city and it's changing district sizes, but then losing certain areas from other mergers, and if you're going to just going into corporate ways, as well as the whole idea of, well, we tried to go this about just the straight corporate path, but that's taking too long, so we're just going to de-escalate this and completely turn it into a war zone and just make it cheaper for us.
I'm just really trying to grasp the environment. I should probably play the game, honestly, just to kind of help understand this better, maybe. Because it's trying to wrap my head around it. Like Vampire the Masquerade, I would have never gotten unless I played the game, to be honest. And also, you were lucky his brother doesn't give a shit, which hurts even worse, but still makes this a lot easier and less tedious on the DM.
Yeah.
To have family that doesn't care?
Well, when she rolled her life path, her brother
It's his
is
enemy.
her enemy.
Ah.
He's indifferent, but he rolled in the highest echelon, which means
I
that he's
gotcha.
basically
Has
an executive
unlimited
in-
resources.
Yeah.
But he
to
doesn't
harm
care
me.
about you.
Yes. So,
Which it's even worse.
so it could be much worse for you guys, because if it was
Yeah.
like, say, one of those people that's like, oh, it's on site.
Oh yeah.
Then it's like, oh,
I can't even
on-site
go
means-
outside without
Yeah.
a helicopter. Like, oh my god!
So Lemon jumps into your car. There's several drones after you and a helicopter.
Drive.
Is that a psyops team? What? No, just go.
Just
go.
hit the gas pedal and go.
Just go. It's a game we play sometimes.
Just a brotherly spat.
he
We're playing tag. And he hasn't got me in years.
He's just really mad about what happened 5
oh god,
years
no,
ago.
it's definitely making me think of the fucking Chihuahua from Puss in Boots.
Oh, how stupid my character is. Yes.
My family wanted to play hide and seek, and they haven't found me for 18.
They threw me in a sock.
The sock threw me in a river.
Like, oh my god, he
You
deserves.
need to see this movie.
God, you do.
Oh, fuck.
Even Puss and the girl cat city caught. They're like, oh my god, he deserves this wish. He doesn't even want it.
Yeah, every character decides to give up everything to the saddest motherfucker you've ever seen in your life.
It's like no. Everything that happens to his life is sad. He's not sad.
His existence
It's
is
very
His
sad.
existence is very
Everyone is sad by
but
like associating.
he
with
himself is
know-
unbelievably positive.
Losing so many brain cells from asphyxiation will do that.
Probably. I think it was already done before that.
Probably, but
I mean, it is a Chihuahua. It's not like they have much of a brain.
I did
anyway.
like that he had the quote least deadly path until one of those plants just ate a motherfucker. I was like, oh, it's actually very dangerous. You'll see it. You gotta watch this movie, Dusty.
If it's presented to me.
Okay, we can do that. Everyone, we're gonna stop right now to go watch this.
the weird the first thing I learned about that movie was from Pat from Superbet. Like he was talking about it, a YouTuber that we watch, and he's a French Canadian, and he got confused by the movie because they just the dog doesn't have a name. Not really a spoiler thing. It's just he doesn't have a name. It's a big plot point, but they keep calling him Piero, which I guess in Spanish just means little dog.
Yes.
But Pierre is an actual French name. So
Yeah,
Perrito?
Burrito. But
Burrito?
yeah, it's pretty. But yeah,
that sounds
I
very
thought they were
close.
calling him Burrito.
no, they just kept calling him little dog in
Call it a little
Spanish.
burrito.
And
That's honestly what I thought they
even in the
called it.
subtitles, they don't say like they just say talks in Spanish. They refuse to actually translate any of the Spanish. It just says Spanish. And so him and his girlfriend were watching this, and he got so confused the whole time. Because at the end, eventually they're like, oh, we'll just name you Piero. And he's like, wait, he doesn't have a name? Like, they said he didn't have a name earlier. Everybody's been calling him his name this whole film. They're like, no, they were calling him Little Dog. Like, his girlfriend, who's North American, is like, no, they were calling him Little Dog. And he's, what are you talking about?
It's Burrito.
It's Burrito. It's like, no, I've been saying Piero. And she's like, no.
No.
That's the only thing I heard about the movie before watching it was just like, oh, they just, that's very annoying when the amount of Spanish that's in the film and the
I
subtitles.
didn't watch it with subtitles.
I watch everything with subtitles.
I had to cut that because it breaks Erica's brain. She can't focus on the two things at once.
Anywho's it. You follow him to an apartment where the driver pulls off into
And like a parking garage in Little Europe,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
We don't play.